Today, from Columbus, Ohio, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jacob Eason and the Columbus Aviators taking on Sam Darnold and the Brooklyn Barons.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Barons and the Columbus Aviators. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Columbus Ball Club entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, the NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
I love how he exploded on the national scene his redshirt freshman year when at the beginning of the season he was not named the starting quarterback. But when USC was struggling, he got an opportunity. And by the end of the year, the Rose Bowl MVP, an epic shootout with Penn State, and put him on the NFL radar in a big way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's
throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by the man from the University of Washington. This is Jacob Eason.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. The numbers for him from a week ago, 14 carries, 82 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
Not able to get a single yard there. They will bring up 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And they'll run for it with Barkley. Shreds the tackle. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. First down.
This is McCaffrey on the give. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. After the run, now Darnold to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Gallagher. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
47.
8 yards there on a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, it's Darnold. Towards the target, and he has it over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Darnold's pass.
They pick up the first down there with a gain of 11.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They go play action here on first down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long, it's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead.
Aviators, nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Their own 26-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that's holding up their end.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's third down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Eason to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, PI gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. To throw on 3rd down, Eason. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Barons 3, Aviators nothing.
First and 10, Eason. And it is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun is Eason. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Eason to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And goal.
Operating from the gun, Eason. End zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Second down. Here's Eason. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
It's a jet sweep. This is Adams. Oh, some strong running. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason, and he fires one incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Throwing again, Eason. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
On 3rd down, Eason. This one caught by Ridley. And he's got this down to the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Ball carrier. Byron Jones brought him down. A gain of 4.
Operating from the gun. Eason rifles one incomplete. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun. Eason will get this out to Barkley, complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back. And even then, they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
On the carry.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is incomplete.
It certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part. But they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers would tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Eason. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Jacob Eason. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Eason. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Austin McGinnis on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one's going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on third down, Eason. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he'll have it pass across midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the...
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun on third down, Eason. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. But he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Eason. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
16-yard line.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Eason. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
From the gun, Eason. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Operating from the gun, Eason. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Baker there on the coverage.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. And he's got his target. That's more. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
6-yard line.
Pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing again is Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now it's Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And on now is the punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work.
How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. On the draw, this is Barkley, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
41-yard line.
Pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun to Boyle here over the middle. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
1st and 10.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
7 yards there and a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
8-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
from the gun. Eason. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year.
going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that drive spans 13 plays.
Barron's 3. Austin.
McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Darnold from the gun. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They had 2 straight 1st downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. To the air again, Darnold over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. The 40, 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Columbus.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Out for the PAT, here's McGinnis. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
McGinnis.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Gallagher. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And that is incomplete here. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down. And
Darnold now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
complete to Christian.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense, and it worked very well there for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carroll. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
And the Brooklyn first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Darnold completes it, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Gain of 12. First down, Barron.
Again, Darnold. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle.
Darnold's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches.
And he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card.
Number 47.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Barkley. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Columbus, they pick up win number 7 on the year, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.